The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Off the play fake, Love. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. Flush to his right. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you go ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to air one out. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. On second down, Love once more. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing. Love. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided if...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Lions 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Love's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And his pass, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And got his man complete. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Lions 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On play action. Love to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
54, Mike, 54. 54, watch 54. Gotta do better.
Here's Love. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jacob Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Yo! Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, Love to pass. Evans has it left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Stop your whining. Mike 54. 54. Crunch time,
Working out of the gun. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Patterson on the carry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Love to throw for it on 4th. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson off play action. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Able to slither by, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They run with Patterson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 54.
Play action this time with Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. For a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just... Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Love, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Love looking to throw it. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, just circle the games on your team's calendar? You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Gets past him at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually...
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Lions 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.